How I made these felt Christmas ornaments.
You guys loved my tutorial on how I made this green one, but I had a lot of questions. A lot of you wanted to know how I added the dangly beads on ones like this. And so this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I made this one. And it's gonna be a really in-depth tutorial, how I did the scalloped edges with the beading, how I did the dangly things on the end. So let's get into it.
I got these packs of beads on Amazon. I think they were about $8 each. I'll go ahead and link those, but everything else was either from Michaels or Hobby Lobby. You're also gonna need some bigger beads, ribbon, felt, a needle thin enough to fit your beads, and embroidery thread. To start, you're gonna cut your felt into whatever shape you wanna make. I'm doing a heart. And you're going to want 2 of that same shape. Then you're gonna plan out how you want your beads. I found some reference images on Pinterest, but then ultimately I just kind of played around until I liked my design. If you're adding dangly beads, you'll also wanna plan out what those look like. To get your needle ready, you're just gonna need 2 pieces of your embroidery thread. Then you're gonna thread your needle and pull the 2 end pieces together. To tie a knot, I wrap the thread around my fingers, twist the thread, and then pull it tight. Then you can start adding your beads to your shape. You'll wanna go behind your piece of felt, add your bead, and then go back through that piece of felt. When you add surrounding beads, you want things to be as tight as possible, so go through almost the same hole as before and keep things really close. Repeat this process until you're happy with your design. Pro tip, I didn't know this in the first few that I made, but you can string multiple beads at a time to save you time. Whenever you need to tie off your thread, I like to make a knot on one of the existing pieces of thread on the back. When your design is done, this is where the fun begins because the blanket stitch pulls everything together. To start, just go back through one piece of felt so that your knot is hidden between, and then go back through both layers of felt. And before you pull all the way tight, go back through that loop you just created. If you want the dangly beads, this is where you add them. Once your dangly beads are on, you're gonna go back through every bead except for the last one. This part can be tedious, so I like to do just a few beads at a time. If you want scalloped edges, you're going to add 5 to 6 small beads and continue that blanket stitch. With the scalloped edges, you have to pay extra close attention and make sure that everything is really tight. Repeat this process with however you want your beads around the entire shape. Once I got almost to the top of my heart, I actually went back to the bottom to go the other way around just so I could make sure the dangly beads were equal on both sides. And once you get to the top, you can add your stuffing. Then you're going to want to get your ribbon, place it between the 2 pieces of felt, and continue stitching. When going through the ribbon, you'll want to just do a back to front stitch instead of the blanket stitch. Then you'll continue with the blanket stitch again until everything is closed and completed. Then you'll have a beautiful felt ornament that you can add to your tree or give as a gift. Making these are time consuming but so worth it. So Merry Christmas and happy crafting.